If this channel had a biker gang, we'd be the crazy crew, spreading love, not hate. Just kidding. We'd do bad shit all the time for fun. This is Crazy Steve. Yesterday, I bought a new Lego set looking for a little hit of dopamine to my brain. If you have eyes, you can see already it's the Creator 3-in-1 vintage motorcycle, and it seemed overpriced to me at first when I got back into Lego, so I did hesitate a little bit to buy, but after a couple good experiences with the other Creator sets, I figured I could finally pick it up. And these little sets, they do help scratch the itch between larger sets. New camera angle, who dis? Alright, sitting down and getting into the first build out of the three, I have to say that this is easily the weakest one of the set, which is to be expected. What I did not expect is how much weaker the Lego Dragster is than the bikes. You can see what the final build is supposed to look like, and objectively, it's kind of bad. At the end of the build, it's supposed to resemble more of like a Top Fuel dragster type of vibe, which it does, though the scale does not permit enough detail to have that image pop out to you instantly. In real life, the wing, the body, they're much more sharp in my opinion, which may be a reason the Lego version just looks a little bit off. So finishing up, it only took me maybe 15 minutes to complete this build, which that's pretty standard for the smaller ones in the cheaper Creator sets. And once done, you know, it is a dragster. It looks all right. It's just much weaker than the other two bikes. Speaking on the functionality of it, the front wheels, they do have a pretty hard time getting traction to actually spin, so that takes away from some of the playability. You see me there doing everything in my power to just make sure it wasn't a me issue, but they're just a little bit stiff. So let's move on. One thing I always hate about doing the 3-in-1, and like, you know, you want to do all three of them, you paid 15 bucks. You're not going to do like one of them and be like, I got the whole money's worth. So tearing them apart, by the time you're done tearing two apart for that final one, your fingers want to die. I do have fun taking them apart though for like the first one before my fingers hurt, because it's not often that you have like an actual Lego set, you get to rip it down. I take a poop, so I come back and we're getting into the next bike, which I really like this one, but I'm not too sure if it's supposed to be a crotch rocket or if it's supposed to be more of a cafe racer. I really like it if it's a cafe racer. Here, you're gonna see what it's supposed to be done looking like at the end. Do you think that's a sports bike or more of like a cafe racer type of bike? You know, I'm really into that old vintage style, so if it's more of like the cafe racer custom kind, I like that. If it's sports bike, I'm not really a big sports bike guy. I see no reason that you got to be going that quick down the road, doing all of that. If that's you, get down in the comments, get mad, tell me about it. That's your own gripe, whatever, man. But you're going to be seeing, I'm talking more about the old style, vintage type, you know, that you know, it's just to look good. You're going to putz around, look good. You're going to pull up. They're going to be like, oh my God, is that Captain America? And I'm going to be like, no, that's Crazy Steve. I might have a shield on my back, so they might confuse me just because I'm a weirdo, but like, no, that's me. So finishing up, we're going to get into showing it off for you guys. And, you know, it looks really good. Both of the builds with the bike, they do have a way for you to display them, like a kickstand, something of that sort. This one, it has a kickstand. That's pretty cool. And, you know, that's the second build. One of the reasons that I switched the camera angle up for this video, if you've been around the channel, then you know this is a new camera angle. But I got some big motherfucking sets coming up for you guys. So I needed a different camera angle because the one I was using, I'd get done with like a 100-piece set and my back would be on fire. A 300-piece set would put me out for the whole day. So by sitting down at my kitchen island, you know, it allows me to actually have a lot more fun with it. Tearing them down, doing a whole set in one go isn't nearly as bad. So here I'm tearing this apart, and you know, we're gonna get into the third set and I'll give you my opinion. All right, overall, I would have to say probably a 6.5 out of 10. I know I have it later in the video at 6.5, so it's definitely 6.5. But the motorcycle that I liked the most was really the final build. To me, it seems kind of redundant to have two really cool motorcycles as a part of one creator set. And then like the dragster one, that one's cheeks, so don't even want to talk about it. Here is the final hog. This is a hog that I could see myself riding on. I'd pull up in your town, tell your girl hop on the back, listen to some Marky Mark and Funky Bunch. She'd be loving the good vibrations, you know how it goes. But for me, I'm actually not even a bike guy, so I wouldn't do that. For me, bikes, they're just cool. You know, in video games, riding a bike, it was always more fun than a car. South Park, they were hilarious. I don't really like the biker type, but you know, ATV Off-Road Fury growing up, what a great game. So I'm getting more into the build, and this one probably took me about 20 minutes. You know, it's pretty complicated because it's a lot of like kind of technic stuff. But if you've been around the channel, I want to say something real quick. About 95% of you are watching and not subscribing. So please, if you're watching the video, subscribe, like, comment. For everyone who is subscribed, I love you. Stick around for more. Finishing it up, I'm gonna just stay a little bit quiet here for the final display like I normally do, but this one looks really good on a shelf. Display ability, 10 out of 10, whole set, maybe like a 6.5.